Night Fire Ox. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, then welcome. Tonight we are reading Tower of God new chapter reaction. So we will be reacting to the chapter, and then afterwards we will be looking in the comments, looking in the Reddit, and seeing what everybody was. If you were in the chat, feel free to ask questions and comment and get involved. This is what tonight is all about. Let's see. Anything else we need to do before we just get right into it? I don't think I got too many updates today. Tomorrow we have Tower of God reread. Tuesday, solo leveling. Wednesday, Omniscient Reader. Thursday, Cubera. Friday, Eliseed. And then next Sunday, we will have... actually, there won't be any Eliseed this Friday. I'll be out of town. But, the rest of the schedule, I think, is good, and Sunday we'll be back for Tower of God. So, without further ado, let's turn the music back on. We gotta match the mood here. No. We'll start with feels, as always. I know I always say, let's match the mood with something, and then it just always feels. Feels works for everything, though, okay? Leave me be. Okay. I was wandering around to catch a mouse, and caught a huge one. With my mic a little bit closer. Okay. Were you surprised? You seem to be in danger. Sorry. Is the heart okay? It didn't drop, did it? Is this supposed to be a mouse right here? You're a younger brother? Coon family. I'm Asensio. Tower of God, 52nd floor at Dark Dust. I know a lot of people like freak the... I know you guys were watching last one and be like, oh my god, this dummy. Didn't recognize this person. I'm sorry, okay? I can be a ditz at time. I'm sorry. Tower of God, 52nd floor, a dark twist. Bumble, whoosh. Looks like we're outside again. Maybe with bomb. Rumble. White and bomb, yep. Rumble, whoosh. Crash, crash. Shake, shake, shake. So he's starting to shake. This is not looking good for White. I've got to admit, that guy now. Whoosh. Damn, look at him. He always just looks so iconic here. I know people are like, he's menacing, but to me, he looks iconic. I'm not gonna lie. Rumble, Bumble, shh, is stronger than me. Like, this is every Fug member's wet dream right here. I'm just saying. Rumble. Like, this is what they've wanted for Bomb since the very beginning. Whoosh. Whoosh. Koosh. Which I know is, like, kind of a failure on their part because Bomb never wanted to be this person. And here he is. Herween, oh my god. I can only imagine what she's like right now. The attack stopped for a moment. Swish. It did rush, so he would need some time. My shield won't probably hold his next attack. He's gotten stronger, but the durability is still weak. I have to break through his defense and do some real damage in a single blow. Rumble. Ah! Whoosh! What was that? White style deadly spirit blade. Whoosh! He's putting his hand out like he's about to get started for this next attack. Whoosh! Oh, it's that orb. Not only does he have this orb going, but then there's this attack that was supposedly one of his strongest attacks in the last few chapters before this happened. Boom! Deadly sword of light. Boom! Thud! Whoosh! Just one blow won't do it. I must strike right away. Wham! Incinerating shooting star. Slam! Crash! Rumble! Thud! Thud! Whoosh! This must have done damage. Whoosh! Whoosh! Wham! Flash! Bang! Wham! Swoosh! Swish! Swoosh! Boom! Pow! Pow! Bang! Swoosh! Bang! Bang! Pow! Wham! Swoosh, 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 swoosh. He's trying mega hard here. Crash, boom, rumble, wish, whoosh, skid. This is a cool white panel though, right here. Swoosh. He's uninjured. To see no damage done, even by that amount of attack. Rumble, rumble. This is ridiculous. Half of the Tower of God fans reading these panels right now. It's kind of funny because White is a villain, and most people would want to see like villains decimated. But Tower of God fans, there's a few reasons. One, White has become a staple of a character over the past several chapters, and so it's hard to see him go, even though he is a villain and deserves that. Two, they're worried for Bomb. And three, they're worried that Bomb is leveling up too quickly. I personally don't think that's the case. If you're comparing Bomb to other irregulars, then Bomb is pretty weak in comparison. And I think right now, like, the level of power he's emitting right now is because he's using a lot of stuff. I think he's not gonna, right now it's because he's super angry, I guess is the best way to do it. Like that typical manga-esque style. I know this is not a manga, but bear with me, because they're all manga, manhwa, comics, it doesn't matter. It's basically all the same, and some of them will use different tropes even if it's not something that is technically used in that specific country. One of the tropes for this kind of genre is when the main character gets mad, they earn extra power. That's just how it is. They find power somewhere. So this is not something shonen, by the way. This is not something that's like out of the ordinary for a writer to do with this kind of comic, manhwa, whatever you want to call it, webtoon. So, and then I think it does make sense with the story. Bomb has to get stronger, and we're promised a dark twist, and to me, I don't think this is necessarily the dark twist. I mean, I think this is the start of it, but I don't think him fighting White like this is necessarily it. Hold on, I'm trying to find something here. Here we go. It's not the defense. He's not defending, but countering all my attacks with that overflowing power. On the other hand, my shield is constantly weakening by the Shinsu rain. Oh, it's raining, that's right. I think somebody in the comments when I was looking through, I'm not sure if I read it on stream or off stream, because I'll go back and read the chapter after to make sure I don't miss anything, because sometimes you'd be surprised how much, like, just reading this and trying to read it for you guys and analyze how much stuff you miss. So I try to go back and I'll look, so that way I have more to talk about next time we stream this Tower of God. And someone in the comments mentioned that, who was it? Oh wow. No, I've just blanked. The Shinsu rain is not the first time this has happened. It was Inryu, there we go. That made it rain like rain Shinsu as well. And so people were drawing parallels to that. This space is limited to even escape. In this limited arena, he has almost infinite power. Swoosh! So much that it overflows and pours down. Overflows and pours down. Perhaps that power, if I take advantage of the situation, I might be able to absorb it. Rumble, rumble. Is he really alright? Why did he stop attacking? Is he maybe losing consciousness? Rumble. It's that power. Someone as my father. Clinch. To be corrupted by it and devouring everything. That's just the power I should have. Whoosh. Once I get hold of that power, I'll be able to reach my father. I think this is still crazy that this is all about his dad. Like, I know there's, like, a lot of shit going into this, and the family heads don't seem to be the best people. But, like, he wants this power. He is specifically fighting Bomb, not because he's such an evil menace that he just wants Bomb dead, but he wants Bomb's power to take down his father. Hey, wake up! Rumble, rumble. Swoosh, swoosh, lift, step, swish. Swoosh, whoosh, swoosh, whoosh. The posture of silence. Swoosh, these panels are gorgeous. Swoosh, swoosh. I don't need a shield. Swoosh, drip, drip. I'll put everything into this one attack. Swoosh, drip, drip, creak. He's not able to control the power that started to burn up already. Swoosh. The Shinsu's density around the orb is so high that it's overflowing. If I just put a small hole in the orb, and the overflowing power will be sucked into the point to fill that hole. I'll aim for that chance. Drip, drip, swoosh. Hold on here. If I go put my sword in him and cast the spell, I'll be able to absorb that power. Does he not realize that spells don't work on Bomb? That's interesting. Ah! Swish. I'll focus my energy on one point. Swoosh. This thing behind him is menacing, though. For the sharpest sword strike. Whoosh. To pierce it. Crash. Swoosh. Swoosh. Rumble. Swoosh. Whoosh. Wham. Pow. Bomb. What are you doing? Pow. Whoosh. Ooh. Did he get hit? Crash. Did that actually hurt him? Boom. Hey! Crash. A hole was made. Whoosh. It's now. The power is flowing into the hole. Rumble, rumble. I can take it up. Once I make that power my own, I'll now become a whole new being. Dash. Swoosh. Swish. Swoosh. What? That guy, he was injured a bit. Without any sign of panic, he's waiting for me. The moment White passed through the smoke and saw Bomb's face, he realized this was a trap. Is this a narrator here? You get a narrator? That's when you know it's serious. Bomb's eyes were steady, and he was in control of himself inside the enormous power. There was a pause in the attack. It was probably for this very moment. By saving energy after the pause, he was waiting for White to jump into him. But though White realized it was a trap, he couldn't stop himself. Perhaps it was because of the pride, or a manifestation of his confidence, that he won't fall back in close combat. Ah! Swish. You said if I command all the powers within me. But the moment White heard what Bomb said, to gather together as one, I'll be much stronger, right? Rumble. His confidence went down completely. Ooh. This is interesting. There's some parallels between White and Yama right now. If you remember Yasracha and Yama's fight, there was a point where Yama was kind of just like this, where his confidence waned and he was terrified. And I think right now we're seeing White. The parallel to that is White. You would have thought that maybe it would be Bum, but it's not. That's very interesting. Ah! Whoosh. Dash. All just once. Focus all my powers within me. Rumble. In a single direction with a single target. Rumble. Crash. Ah, 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 ah. They're getting eaten up, it looks like. Crash. And pour them out. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. Swish. Swoosh. Oh my gosh. I adore the color panels, but these black and white panels... Oh, no. Chef's kiss. Crash. Flash. Crash. Rumble. Bumble. Crash. Crash. Swish. Swish. Rumble. Swoosh. Swish. Arya can do nothing but stare. Rumble. Push. And that's not like mean. That's literally like if I were watching this, I'd be like, holy shit. Swoosh. Ah. Oh my god, he's gonna absorb his sword, isn't he? He stabbed it through his stomach. What? You seem to attack widely, but it's not good as it looks. This is bad. No. All power was in his 2 hands to begin with. Grab. What? You will now be gone, since I'm not going to drink all the power from you. It's a trap. It's a trap! This brat was waiting for me to put my sword in him. Crash! The power is being sucked in. He's never going to let go of the sword, since he's the sword itself. The sword as a medium. Is he trying to take my power? You dare challenge me to fight over a sword? Rumble. How preposterous. This is my sword and my power. I'll never let go of this power. Crash. Oh my god. Whew. Excuse me. Holy shit. I'm just contemplating that. That was one hell of a chapter. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to get started with questions. We are going to read these comments first, and then we'll go over to the Reddit and see what they're saying. When you mess up so badly, the entire world loses color for a minute. I love that. I do love the black and white. That was gorgeous. White. He absorbed a piece of an administrator, one of the 13th month weapons. I think you're outmatched here. I think... The thing is, I know a lot of people are like, I can't believe this, and I get where that's coming from. But at the same time, if you poke a bear enough times, you're gonna get eaten. You're gonna get attacked. And I feel like that applies here. Why just he kept egging him on over and over and over again, and telling him that he killed Prince and Akraptor, and then baiting him with more information on who it was. And I'm sure that's what White is going to use here to maybe get out of this, is to bait him with Rachel and tell him that because here's the thing, for whatever reason, Fug needs Bomb to follow Rachel, and even if it's unintentional, White is going to probably say, you're not going to know about Rachel killing your friends then, or who actually fed me, or stuff like this. And then that's going to lead to him looking for Rachel, more than likely to kill her. I don't think it's going to be a friendly thing like it was in Season 2, because the way they ended in Season 2 was basically like, if you ever hurt any of my friends ever again, I will kill you. That's what he told Rachel. And so that's what I think will happen. But here's the thing: what I think personally is the next time he sees Rachel, Rachel will also have more abilities, more powers, to maybe fight him off, or a group of people that will help fight him off that are better. I don't know. We'll see. But those are kind of my theories. I think in the end, White may still be absorbed after he shares that information, or absorbed or killed or whatever. I don't necessarily, it seems like that's the route they're going. So, sorry if I made fun of your comments in the past about him being absorbed. I thought it was preposterous, but leave it to SIU. This chapter was amazing. The art is beautiful, Bomb's character development, and White is as well. This might be the last of White. I wonder what Bomb is going to be like after this edit. Remember to like the chapter to support SIU's amazing work. Yes, even if you do not go to read on Webtoon, make sure you're still liking the chapter on Webtoon, because it does help SIU. Even just a like will help him. White made the crucial mistake of forgetting that Bomb deliberately stabs himself with things to get stronger. Love how so far we've been reading the fight through White's perspective, like he's the main character fighting the final boss. I do love the perspective change here, and I do think that is very intentional on SIU's part. He's wanting to show us Bomb as his monstrous side, and not as the main character, because he wants the audience to understand in some retrospect that Bomb is going through this change, and that he may not be the good guy we have thought him to be. It's very deliberate. White realizes Bomb is absorbing his power, proceeds to unleash more power into Bomb, the magical sponge. These comments are awesome. Great chapter, great writing, great artwork. English translation is lacking. Webtoon has really been dropping the ball for the comics since hiatus ended. I don't know if it started out that way, but it has definitely I don't think the last two chapters have been the worst. I think the translation has gone up a bit. But there was, right before, everybody was complaining about the translation. And I said that I didn't think it was the worst. People got mad at me for saying that. And then that one chapter hit, and I did agree that the translation had gotten really bad. And then I think the next chapter after that, the translation, maybe the next two after that, the translations, there was 3 in a row that I remember were just really pretty awful. And then now it doesn't seem like I'm not catching as many mistakes. There was, I think, 1 or 2 mistakes that were like really, really noticeable. Not that there's other mistakes, I'm not saying that. But I mean, when you're reading along, and especially for me, when I'm giving them voices, if I get caught up on something where it doesn't make sense and I'm trying to read it and I'm stuck on it, that's when the translation's really bad for me anyway. And I didn't get that really this time. It was pretty smooth along those lines, but I did see a couple of mistakes. I tried to correct it in my head as I'm reading, so that way I say the correct pronunciation, so it's smooth, but there was some in this one. And I do agree that they could be doing a better job, but like I've said too, I think there's more going on with Webtoon right now to why this is happening, because like you said, this wasn't like this before, or like this person says, this wasn't like this before the Webtoon went on hiatus. And as someone who reads a lot of Webtoons, this isn't the only one that is like this either. There are a lot of Webtoons, and like I was saying, I think partially right now the biggest thing is, oh, by the way, Anime is Life, thank you for the follow. But I think partially part of the problem is that, like everywhere right now, everywhere in the world, there's a staffing problem. I think that may be going into it. And because of that, they're prioritizing what to do first to try to make ends meet. And that's what we're seeing. It is rushed, and I think that's part of the problem. I don't know for sure, but that does seem to be, to me, what I'm seeing. So basically more of like what I was saying last time, and it's unfortunate. I don't think they're doing it on purpose, though. I don't think Webtoon is purposely trying to be disgraceful or disrespectful to SIU. Why would they? You know, Tower of God is one of their comics that brings them in quite a bit of viewers. So it wouldn't make sense that they're intentionally doing this. And that seems to be like what people are thinking. And I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think there's more going on here, and I think staffing, maybe a shortage in staffing, might be part of it. White gonna be remembered as Bomb's favorite milkshake. Oh no. Lol, White had it was at this moment he realized he fucked up. Classic. This reminds me of the narrator from HXH when he narrated Hunter x Hunter. Patel facing Netero during the invasion. Bad move, little ants. I have actually never seen Hunter x Hunter. I know. Go watch it. I will watch it. I've just been very busy. I've barely been able to catch up on, like, this season's webtoons, let alone, or webtoons, this season's anime, let alone, anime that's older. Why? We need to keep up the pressure against webtoon here. Okay, another translation. I'm not gonna read it all, because it's probably just kind of along the same lines. Bomb pretty much said, "No, you," and pulled out the Uno reverse card. The Uno reverse card saying has been, like, pretty popular. I don't know where it comes from, but I love it. Who knew Bomb wanted to receive a white sword? You! Oh! Destructive passions. I see you there. That was naughty. White. I'm gonna take all your power. Bomb. Funny you should mention that. Nom nom nom. Irony is that White was actually one of Bomb's best teachers. You know, that is the crazy thing. The God of Guardians taught him Black Hole, and Evan Kell helped him take that up a notch with multiple orbs, while White helped draw out the most out of him since battle at the last station. Give it up to SIU for having such a layered and complex storyline where his biggest enemy outside of Jihad is actually one of his most important for developing him into a beast. You know, and this person is 100% correct. And that's, I think, where a lot of people are maybe uneasy with the fact that White may not be around much longer, because White, he's right, ironically was one of Bomb's best teachers. And not only that, but White has helped some of the other regulars, Hots being one of them, more specifically, with his sword work. It is very weird. It like kind of sucks, because if White wasn't such a douche, he would have made a very good teacher. And maybe he doesn't die, and maybe he does become that, realizes that without Bomb, he can't achieve what he wants. I don't think that's going to be the case, but it is a possibility. It's crazy, because White could have helped Bomb even more so, but he did achieve ultimately what he wanted, and that was for Bomb to basically give him a beatdown. I feel bad that every time I read this, I read it in for about a minute, when the beauty and depth of the pages are worth far more time and consideration. I'm not sure what they're trying to say. Gosh, I am having a horrible time reading today. Give me a second. You probably see me kind of like going down here. Okay, Yeah, I wear glasses. Leave me be. Okay. Go away. Shoot. Okay. You probably can't. Oh, maybe you could. The art has improved so much. It's breathtaking. Irregulars are really something else. And I can't wait for Baum to meet Urek again so he can comment on the little baby's growth. Rest in peace, White. Rest in peace, okay? Rest in peace, White. You were a good character. Everybody's just calling it here. I wouldn't call it before he's actually gone. White is a pretty shifty character. And once again, Baum uses his ultimate power, binge eating. I love that. Baum is going to devour White's power along with his soul, trapping him inside his bottomless pit with all the souls he killed and devoured, basically sending White to an endless hell. Lol, it's the perfect irony for him. I love that. I don't know if that's necessarily what's going to happen, but it is kind of the perfect irony. Can White take up residence within Baum, like the Thrissas and his sworn enemy and stuff? I feel like it would be cool if Baum could copy some of White's sword techniques after this, or mix the Black March with them somehow. I don't know, but that is a good, not necessarily theory, but a good thinking? My brain is mush. I hope we get a chapter just showing everyone freaking out at what Baum is releasing, while still technicality, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say technically, irregular. The art style just keeps getting better and better. Can't wait for the next chapter. The art style really has been on point. It really has been. It's 1 a.m. on Monday morning. It is not 1 a.m. here. It's still Sunday here. Just getting home from school after studying all day on Sunday, unlock this chapter, and the whole day's problems and deadlines fade away as if nothing when Tower of God is before me. The story is so captivating and scenes so beautiful during the time, once a week, may be the only time I truly forget everything else for a moment. SIU, thank you for the amazing work. As always, I eagerly await your next installment. You know, the thing is, too, that what this person is feeling is pretty close to how I feel about Tower of God for the past few years, and Webtoons in general. For the past few years, Webtoons, Tower of God, it's been there for me. Tower of God more specifically. When I open up Tower of God, it does feel like the outside world just stops for a while. And I just get to enjoy something and love something unconditionally. I called it. Baum is taking White's power and making it his own. He just pulled a reverse Uno and said, "No, you." Suck him dry. Okay, I'm sorry. I have a dirty mind. Leave me alone. They probably meant it that way to begin with. Such a great fight. It really is going down so perfectly. Thank you, White, for everything you have done for Baum. It is interesting that people are thanking the villain. But, I mean, they're not wrong. He has taught Baum a lot of stuff. And here's the thing. As much as I like Baum being that pure hero-esque type, I think for this story, with everything that goes on in it, that is not the kind of character we will want to see the whole time. We need something more going forward. Alright, let's go over to the Reddit here. Alright, looks like White is not going to make it out of this one. R.I.P. Part of me really wanted White to succeed. He was a depraved villain who kills for amusement, but I really enjoyed watching his techniques and empathized with motivation and backstory about wanting to surpass and surmount an insurmountable and immortal figure, his own father who treated him like dirt. I would really love if White just now lives inside Bomb instead of fading away from the story. I hope that Bomb uses White's sword techniques to beat Arihan at floor 100. That seems like the logical conclusion to his arc, at least to me. Can't wait for the aftermath. I do think it would be interesting. I don't necessarily know if White himself will be absorbed completely, but whatever does happen, I think will be pretty interesting. Dude, imagine White, that other demon, and whatever poor schmuck gets absorbed next, just chilling inside his soul. It would be TFS Nail/Kami all over again. Oh boy, new power? His Majesty could never see this coming. You kidding me? At this point, it's like his weekly wage for him. Imagine Arihan getting absorbed and now White has to live with his father. Would be a funny sitcom/spin-off. Oh my gosh, the things people come up with. At 100th floor show. Oh shit. It's not really for amusement. He does it to gain power because of his insecurity and inferiority complex. Yes, they are correct. That's definitely true, but what I like was the fact that there was the impression that he was killing for amusement nonchalantly, which made him very badass to me. Yeah. The absolute face of, aw, how cute. He named it. Oh shit! From White. Almost the entire chapter was dedicated to White versus Bomb in a way that really made me fear for a cliffhanger, but luckily enough, we made decent progress. I estimate only 2 to 3 chapters max of this fight, barring a turnaround OFC. Aside from that, boy, at least half of those lines could be considered euphemisms. He let me put my sword in him, like, come on, really, lol. And then just call out to the team. I don't, honestly, I know it's a problem. I honestly don't know the best way to go about contacting Webtoon and trying to address the situation, or even at this point, like I said, if they could address it, because it could very well be a staffing issue or something along those lines at the moment that is just they can't fix, but they're trying to keep on the down low. But if I figure out a way, or if I figure out how you guys can get in touch with them, or where to go, I honestly think the best way right now would probably be through Twitter. The last time shit was going down with Webtoon that people didn't like, hashtag seemed to fix it, seemed to get their attention. That may be the best way to do it. Damn, so Bomb was acting so emotional as to lure White into trying to steal his power so he could absorb White. I love that we can see Arya reacting to this whole crazy fight. I feel like we're just all Arya right now. Like, legit. The audience is Arya. Hopefully next week we will see Khun and Asensio's side. This fight is effing hype! Agreed. The fight between Bomb and White, this character, was way more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. White repeatedly trying different techniques and strategies on Bomb was fun. Then the finale of the chapter was great, as White charged in and struck Bomb. Then we get the glorious panel of White's face in black and white, which is one of my favorite panels of Season 3 so far. The tragic part of the chapter was seeing Bomb's power ruthlessly consume all the souls. Overall, probably the best chapter of Bombs versus White so far. That is true. I wonder how he's going to feel about that later. Because we kind of have seen him throughout this arc learn that he's probably going to have to sacrifice a few people in order to get to where he needs to go. And that is a lesson that most of the people already knew going into the tower. So it's not like it's something that he doesn't need to learn. But it is sad to see. Maybe the real White was Bomb all along. White to cease out of existence like a bitch? Yes. But thanks to White, Bomb seems to have taken the next step in the ascension of an irregular. That's very fair to say. That black and white shot of Mr. Blanco, that's funny, is now my phone background. Definitely my favorite piece of art in like 100 chapters. If you guys don't know, Mr. Blanco is a mistranslation from a pirated site that pirates and translates. So, you know what, the translations here may be horrible, but at least he's not Mr. Blanco, okay? Anyway. That is going to be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will have Tower of God reread tomorrow. I will see you guys all tomorrow. And if you're here on Twitch, make sure you follow. And if you see this later on YouTube, like and subscribe. Bye-bye!